discussion about adopting the agenda. So now on to special business. We have, there's 3 items. People are up for removal. The first 2,
Just kind of, what I say, just give you a little bit more assistance so that way you can make it to meetings or something that it just allow you to have a little bit more availability for certain things pertaining to the ASLC.
At this point, I'm just really trying to figure out who's really down for team laning, who's still going to be within team laning, who's not. I am going to have a meeting right after this meeting, actually, with some of my marketing team members, because I'm really low on marketing team members. I do have one of my graphic designers creating flyers for recruitment of more team laning members. But other than that, yeah, I guess when I have those flyers ready, maybe perhaps within senators as well too, just, I don't know, yeah, help me out with that.
So why did you not come to the mandatory meeting?
I had to work.
item number 3 is removal of Senator Rossi. It is because of her conduct at the last meeting. She's been talked to like, I don't even know how many times about disrupting meetings. She was very disruptive at the last meeting. That's why this is on the agenda. She's not here to speak about it. So I'd like to know what you guys think, how you guys feel about the situation. Anybody?
I'm like, hi, hi, Rossi. And she'll just keep it laid, like, she won't even say nothing to me. She'll act like she don't even know me.
It's due to the fact that a lot of times there's certain projects and certain things that are trying to get moved forward. She's never present. Not only is she never present, but in most cases, we only have a certain amount of time to get so much done with all of our projects, not only our projects, but also corresponding with each other as a unit.
And I feel that she's not here to defend herself, but still, it wasn't right.
This is on the agenda, just like the last 2, because I'm trying to, we're trying to be serious here and really try to get the work done. And, we have the Constitution and rules to abide by, so that's why this is on the agenda. But I don't know, maybe we could try to work with her. We're trying to work with her, and I'm still willing to work with her. So yeah, that's definitely possible too. Jamar?
So that meeting wasn't official. That wasn't an official meeting last week.
That wasn't a public meeting where we were handling business. We were planning dates and speaking with Team Laney, getting issues resolved between ASLC, Team Laney, all getting on the same page. But it was a mandatory meeting for everyone to be at. So yeah, but yes.
I think Rossi was reacting to that she didn't. All of us weren't given less than 24-hour notice, so I just wanted to say that on her behalf.
I feel that we should, if she shows up today, that she can, try to defend herself, but that we should wait until next week and give her a chance to show up at an official meeting. Okay? Because
This is an official meeting.
Like just a little piggyback on that. It's like I kind of feel like we stated before, like when you sign up for ASLC, you are taking on a responsibility. Nobody has to hold your hand to do your job. If you know exactly what you're supposed to do, then just do it. Whether we get an email 24 hours before, the same day, like you should just be on it. Like there is no question and it's what's about.
I'm not required to ask you guys to come to a meeting 24 hours in advance. So I would also like to state that because it was not a special meeting. We weren't conducting business. So and that's Justin, how far?
So my concern isn't about the Brown Act, it's just the logistics of being told. I mean, I'm not even going to criticize the whole 24-hour thing. I'm just saying I think that's what she was being reactionary towards. And so to understand that is something that we should keep in mind in making this decision.
At work and Momo didn't have a chance to check her email, so we should definitely either move this into next week's meeting and see if she's there, and if not, then
not acknowledge the fact that, you know, people do get frustrated. She wasn't the only person who got frustrated last week, you know what I mean, out of, you know, a misunderstanding or, you know, miscommunication. So with that being said, you know, people are entitled to their emotions. We're not perfect. Everybody had things that's going on in their life, you know what I mean? But if it is a point to work with her, just ask that if we do work with her, that we be mindful of student status, you know what I mean? Student status, not only student status, but I mean, certain ways that people learn, you know what I mean? She might have a particular way that she learned certain ways or certain things that, you know, get elaborated to her. And just sometimes as a student, we could also probably also take the initiative and, I mean, I wouldn't say coach or guide anybody, but we are accountable for ourselves, but we're accountable for each other as well. If it does come out to a resolution, they just say that maybe we all should take more of an initiative and try to communicate with her on different circumstances and try to explain to her a little bit more clearly that this is a meeting and there is a proper place. There's a time and place for everything. Yes.
When things happen within any organization, but I think we should use this as like a learning situation. We don't have to, you know, push our people away even when they get emotionally, you know, charged. The issues that we deal with are emotionally charged. You know, so I'm hoping that we could all approach this as conflict mediators with the mentality that, you know, we could either add to it or we could try to, you know, diffuse it. So
Yes.
John Michael?
abstain.
Jamar?
No.
Momo? Lonnie?
Yes.
Matthew?
Yes.
Alfonso?
Yeah.
Justin? Alright, so the vote is 5-2. It needs a 2/3 vote. That is a 2/3 vote. It passed, but I'm vetoing it because it's on the agenda because I'm tired of, not tired, but it's just we need to stick to rules. But I think we should give her a chance, one more chance. So I'm gonna veto it, and if you guys like to overturn it, you guys have a chance right now, and it will be a 2/3 vote.
You're gonna veto it, meaning what?
That means I'm denying y'all turn order. I mean, you guys made a decision to remove her, and I'm denying it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can make a motion to overturn my decision, or you can, or we can just move on and
Let's-
veto can stay.
Let's move on.
It don't matter to me, I'm just saying, I mean, at the end of the day, we all adults, ain't nobody gonna hold nobody's hand to do their job if they signed up for it, period. And if you need help, then say you need help, but sitting there and acting all out and stuff like you crazy.
We gotta hold everybody accountable.
You know, exactly,
If she lash out, and everybody gotta get held accountable for that.
Man,
I agree, so that's why I
Everybody.
really appreciate the veto, because half of the room was out of order and antagonizing that day. There was a lot of unbecoming behavior, not just from Rossi, so I really appreciate this veto.
Arguments come up, you're gonna have this, you know, problem solving. I know you are, but can you talk about that?
I'm gonna look at it from a neutral point of view. If someone has an argument with another person, I'll listen to both sides and give my input and try to do conflict resolution. Let's compromise. Listen to this person, hear where they're coming from. Listen to that person, hear where they're coming from, and we'll come up with some sort of solution that satisfies all of us.
Responsibility with project allocation. The reason for action, there are a lot of different projects. All senators have to take place in a project, but all senators are not volunteering, asking for help, not communicating, stating, look, I need help here.
I motion to approve Ronnie Lucas as vice president.
Second.
to do as far as job delegations and all that stuff written, and I will be contacting everyone before it's due, asking if they need help, and I'll follow on their own.
Next, item number 5 is external secretary election. Is there any members, we're gonna do this, any members that are not a part of ASLC that has turned in an application to run for external secretary, or anyone from ASLC that is interested in running for external secretary? Please stand. Yeah, I'll ask you a question. We'll have 2 more questions from anyone that would like to ask a question from ASLC or in the audience, or from the public, and then we'll go to the vote.
Be better than what it was. I work in customer service. I deal with all kinds of personalities. I do administration at my church. I have to do the same thing, take notes for all the meetings. So it's pretty much what I do. I feel that I can add enthusiasm, positivity, and organization to the team, and great ideas. I'm willing to learn. I don't know all. I'm interested in seeing what Laney is all about in the student life, and I know that I can learn it through being a part of student government. So. And I'm also looking forward to improve as a leader too, because I know dealing with school is a whole different aspect than church. So yeah, I'm willing to improve, willing to be organized, willing to do my best as a secretary. I want you guys to feel assured that if you guys miss something in the meeting, I got it for you. Like, I wrote it down, I got all the details, and I will do my best to step up to the plate and learn the job and do it well.
The Constitution and know the duties of the Secretary of External Affairs and what your requirements are.
The duties that it's asking, to be present, to take notes, to do, flyers or whatever, it's external. So that's about it.
Yes, I have read it. I do believe that I can do it. Like I said, that's what I do outside of school, so I know that I can do the job.
Are you willing to also do that job at the student leadership retreat?
Yes. I'm like, yes, I mean, like she said, it's like a job, so you have to make it. I'll do my best to communicate well in advance, but I will do my best to make sure that I'm there because this is my commitment.
I would do the same. I'd make sure that I'm there because it is my commitment. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
As you already know, it had to be put out 72 hours in advance. Our last external secretary was very, 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 very good at that. So I just wanted to, emphasize that, just have the agenda out. In some cases, the past external secretary have it over the day after the meeting was over. Sometimes they'd pop up right on our email. So I just want to know what your thoughts on that. Would you willing to embrace the same, urgency and due diligence and making sure we get this immediately? That's it.
The meeting. After she's taken all the notes, or I've taken all the notes, and I find out what's going to be on the calendar for the agenda for the next meeting, it is appropriate to have that out as soon as possible.
I believe the same thing. I'm kind of like that with my homework anyways. Like, I usually like to get things done in advance because we all got stuff outside of this. So I want to get things out of the way and done in an effective and timely manner. So yes, I would love to make sure that I have things in advance because that's just better organization. It makes you guys be more at ease that I'm organized as a secretary. So whatever I can do to help you guys feel that and see that, that's what I'll be willing to do because I don't want to spend all week or wait till the last minute to turn something in anyways. I don't do that with my homework.
So we're going to go to a vote. Crystal?
Yes.
Jessica?
Yes.
Miguel?
Yes.
John Michael?
Yes.
Jamar?
Yes.
Momo?
Yes.
Ronnie?
Yes.
Matthew?
Yes.
Alfonso?
Yeah.
Justin? Yes. So we have 3 people. Please take your name. You have 1 minute. You have 1 minute. Please, just introduce yourself, why you want to join ASLC, and then we're just going to ask one question. I'm going to ask Lonnie to ask you a question, since she is the vice president. So who would like to start?
My name is Nona Claypool, and I'm currently a business administration major, and with a focus in organizational management and public administration. I believe I would be a good candidate because I'm organized and committed also. I manage well, delegate, and organize. I currently host a number of group study sessions in my home, so I believe that attributes to a lot of my academic success. So planning, organizing, and everything are some of my strong suits. And I believe I'd be a good fit for this position.
Hi, I'm Thomas John. Excuse me. I heard about this job tomorrow. I met him through tennis, and I feel like I'd be a good fit for the position. I have job experience working in retail. My parents own a hardware store, and I've worked there a lot. I mainly want this job because I need experience in doing these kind of things. I'm a poli-science major. I have about a year left to go in at Laney, and I also can do photography, so I can do photography for some of the events. I have a flexible schedule this semester, so I can work on my office or for office hours. I'm pretty flexible. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cece. I'm actually going to read off my paper. I wrote this last night. Okay, so it is an honor to be running for class senator. My name is Cece. I currently am in my second semester at Laney. My major is business administration for transfer, and also I am completing the entrepreneurship certificate. Right now I am a part-time student, and I have 3 classes, and 2 of them are in business. I would like to join student government to make a difference and leave my mark for the time being while attending Laney College. I'm sure that the business skills that I am building can be put to work somewhere into the structure and program you already have established as a team. My motto is together, TEAM, together everyone achieves more, and I'm sure somewhere you've heard that before, but it's actually a true statement. And if I have a chance to be part of the Laney College Associated Students, I will give my 100% and my shine. It's not always about promotion, sometimes it's about attraction, and I believe that I'm able to talk to people and attract them to events and whatever else is on our agenda. I believe with my dedicated time and my outgoing personality and service, you would have a winning team member here. I just listed my skills. I have organizational skills, adaptability, I'm an active listener, I'm a leader, an innovative thinker, I'm punctual, I have integrity, and I'm fun.
So also,
Public, my name is Justin Linforth. As being an alternate senator, I've been here for about a semester, and I have some experience being here. I also enjoyed being here. I've been to most, if not all, of the meetings. I did my time with my office hours. And though there may be little to do at the office, I pretty much be there, and I try to see if there's anything to do. And yeah, that's about it.
thank you. So we can do this 2 ways.
You would have to turn in a proposal and actually plan out and do an event. Do you think you have the skills to do that?
My own small business, so I write business plans all the time and proposals, so yes, definitely.
Definitely. 2 people are going to become senator. That means there's 2 people who won't become officially as a senator, but we have alternate senator positions. Alternate senators, alternate senators have, alternate senators, you're not required to do office hours, things like that, but you are allowed to come to meetings. If someone from the council is not present, then you take their voting rights. But you're just, you're still allowed, you're still allowed to help us out, things like that. It's just officially as a senator, you have to be a part of the shared governance committee. You have to do 2 or 3 office hours a week. Stuff like that, like Lonnie said earlier, would be planning at least one event. This semester would be like in charge of one event. So, yeah, so, and senators get paid, alternate senators don't, because you really don't have responsibility. Senators have responsibility. If you don't get elected as official senator position, then I would ask you guys if you'd like to be alternate senator, we can elect you as alternate. No one would like to have requested to ask a question.
So how many units are you guys taking?
At about 10 and a half.
I'm 6.5.
I'm taking 10 right now.
13. So how do you guys want to do it? Do you guys want to do?
We do another position and then so on forward.
So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I forgot to say you have to write your name on it too.
I did.
I don't mind look like.
Can I put my initials?
Mine look like that big one.
Inez has Justin and Cece. Lonnie has Nona. Am I saying it right?
Nona.
Nona and Thomas. Crystal has Cece and Nona. Jamar has Thomas and Justin. JMC, John Michael, has Nona and Justin. Matthew has Justin and Nona. Your name?
Shamaya.
Shemaya, my bad.
It's okay.
Shemaya. Cece and Justin. Jessica has Thomas and Justin. So,
We didn't
You
read
didn't
mine.
hit reheat, you know that
Oh.
big paper.
Alfonso's
my bad.
decision.
Sorry. Alfonso has Cece and Justin. The votes are Justin has 7, Cece has 6, Nona has 5, Thomas has 4. Therefore, Justin and Cece are elected as senators. So, the two, Thomas and Nona, would you be willing to be alternate senators?
Yes.
Please say yes. Thank you.
Sure.
Would anybody like to?
I would like to make a statement. Really quick. Congratulations. Happy for the vote. Just remember when you're working with ASLC, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the students, because we are working for the students. That's it.
Can I get a motion to approve Nona and Thomas as alternate senators?
I motion to approve Nona and Thomas as alternate senators.
CC. Oh, wow.
Huh?
No, CC won.
Nona.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused.
Make sure you stay on the job.
That's why I stayed. Let's do one by one. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we good.
Can we put it back here, please?
Point of order.
Thank you. Thank you. Miguel and Alfonso. Is there any discussion to approve Nona and Thomas as alternate senators? Any discussion? Inez,
As much as I'd like to, it's not on the agenda.
is senator elections.
Not alternate senator election.
I think we have to be that clear.
So we can keep the consistency going. That's always good in the organization. But there is a concern. I'm not going to drop a concern. So according to Robert's rule, you can motion to overturn the chair's decision to allow this to happen if you like. And it can go in a vote, and even majority vote. If you guys feel that it's out of line and we need to prove it till next week, then we can do that. Anybody like to make a motion? Would you like to make a motion to do that? Any discussion about approving Nona and Thomas as alternate senators?
No.
Justin?
Considering that no one else was running for the same position, I say we accept them into the ASLC.
Any other discussion? Any objections to approving Nona and Thomas as alternate senator? With that, they are approved as alternate senators. Please.
I like that type of stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with dressing like that.
Okay, so does everybody have a copy of pretty much everything? You should have a copy of a logo that looks like this, pretty much. You should have, for those of you who identify as ladies, you should have a copy with the number 3 on them. For those of you who identify as men, you should have a copy just like this. And everyone should have a copy of the shirt and the hoodie as well too. So I've been working with one of our graphic designers. Huh? Oh, I thought you, okay, I know, my bad. There you go, bro. Yeah, nah.
It's not gonna get approved.
It's not gonna get approved already, yeah.
He mad about that removal thing.
Well, okay, I will say this, originally, I did have in mind of having the logo within the letters in gold, the star in gold, and the eagle in gold. To me, in my mind, it would seem more elite, and more empowering. I don't know, gold is empowering. I guess it's just something that also lives through my heritage and my ancestors as well. Other than that, I did have student input within the logo of like having more Laney representation, according to like our Laney Eagles as well too, our football team, baseball team, and etc. So then I emphasized silver on the logo, replacing everything in gold. But yeah, this is pretty much what it will look like on our shirts, and pretty much what it will look like in pens as well too. I believe that we need pens to achieve that certain professional level that we are, and yeah. Other than that, the first polo shirts, that's exactly the model that they're gonna look like. That is the only symbol and the only logo that they will have imprinted, actually embroidered on that polo shirt. Other than that, there will be nothing else surrounding it, nothing in the back, no, just keeping a professional image for when we go to conferences or anything like that. For those of us who cannot afford to like buy a suit, etc., you have the option of wearing a polo. Other than that, for the ladies, I do have the shirts. Please ignore the hashtag Real Laney Recipe. That's sort of like kind of like something that I'm starting off as a kind of like hashtag Real Laney Recipe, to empower students, be here for students. We are here for students. That is the Real Laney Recipe. But yeah, this is just something that I would put on my shirt. I will give the option to everyone if they want to put like your name, last name, or something that you frequently call, like a nickname or something, whatever. For example, like hashtag Lady Today as well too. Yeah. Other than that, it will have the logo on as you can see where it's positioned, and it will have another sort of bigger, more broad logo in the back. And I do want to emphasize also that Laney College has started like this new quote, "Build a green future at Laney College." So the reason why I want to have this imprinted right under a broad logo in the back is maybe so we can also not only spend out of our funds, but also get funds out of the school. So I feel like that would be pretty cool to have, since we're promoting their quote, "Build a green future at Laney College." And then somehow maybe have like a side patch or something like that, or a side image of like Laney College as well too. Just for funding purposes. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, also on the shirts, as you can see, the broad logo will look just like that. Please do not mind like the eagle in gold, and it's just like an It's just an example of what it will look like on the shirt. Same thing with the hoodie as well too. I think I somehow, I'm kind of debating, I'm still in a decision whether if the hoodies should be zip ups or just like straight hoodies. A lot of people, have different options. I guess we can somehow work our way around through that. Right now, I would just need your approval of the logo, the polos, the shirts, and the hoodies. And then I really just would need everybody's sizes, requirements, like what size would you wear and all that. And then we can proceed on so on forward into the expenses. I cannot proceed so on forward into the expenses if I don't have this approved.
Have what approved?
The image and everything. That way I can go to the vendor and then get different quotes on like what am I gonna spend and how
So my,
Just so you know, there's a misspell on the women's shirt, so I hope you're not in this one.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
This is just a sample.
Just a sample,
Yeah.
okay.
I took note of that. Yeah. Thank you though.
that's why
Thank
she's
you.
our secretary.
Yep. Yeah.
Crystal?
And also,
Dang.
according to the polo, would it be men's and women's polo, or that would be the polo dress?
No, it would be men's and women's polo. Yeah.
Cece, right?
Right. So, I wouldn't have to wear the women's shirt, right?
No,
I
you
can
don't.
get a polo.
Yeah, you can get a
I'm
polo.
plus size, so I don't wear shirts that are.
Yeah, it's
that
fine.
small, yeah. Thank you.
Matthew,
Okay.
then John Michael, we got Lonzo.
How much work went into the font itself? I mean, was the font is the font something from I guess a Word document or?
That's a good question.
Wait.
Is it a custom made font? Is there
Uh,
a name for the font?
The letter font.
Yeah, it is made by our graphic designer. Like, does that answer your question or?
I think what he's getting to is generally an organization doing something they brand themselves. It's like this huge thought out thing. It's just like font, style, color. I think there's sort of questions of, is this a logo that the future ASLCs will stand behind? I don't mind pushing it for this year, maybe put like spring 2015 thing on it, but is this a logo that people will stand behind forever? And so, personally, I want to see more examples of logos, honestly, before we make approval on this very thing.
I want a shirt.
Honestly, to answer your question, we've been pushing this matter since last semester, and I believe even before that. As a publicity commissioner, I know that this task was sort of floating around. So yeah, I'm getting this job done. And honestly, I want to see this logo. I want to see this logo on my shirt. I want to see this logo in a pin. Honestly, this student who provided and had major input work within this logo, I think he deserves a lot of credit for it. The font really seems really professional. The whole logo seems a really good logo in a professional level overall. So I do believe in this logo. I do believe that this logo will continue on within the legacy within the ASLC. So that's my input and that's my word.
Alfonso, then Matthew. You got an answer?
Just the hoodie, hoodie thing. The pullovers is nice. That's all I want to say. Pullovers is nice, but the lettering pertaining to what they were saying, can it be approved with
Taking consideration that we have at least some options of maybe different, like the associated students. I know the logo, beautiful, the design, beautiful, but just what about either font or the style of the associated student? Could it be added?
So, like I said, I'm giving everyone the option to have their input to whatever they want to add onto their hoodie or shirt. Other than that, no more input in font within the polo, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But if it pertains to the shirt and the hoodie, yeah, it can be whatever font you choose, like whatever font you choose it to be, pretty much.
No more?
So,
Then Matthew, then
so
John
on the
Michael.
hoodies, can we
Yeah, you can. Yep, you can.
Matthew, John Michael, and Shemaiah.
I think it looks really cool. I personally would let an artist upgrade the font a little bit. I'd let someone make the font a little bit less uniform and less consistent. But overall, I think it looks really cool.
John Michael.
I would like to know about this project, is the budget that we projected the estimated cost?
So like I stated before, I would need this approved so I can proceed on to like have like different quotes from like different providers or professionals that are gonna be, you know, having their input within this work. I don't know, it could be like $1,000 or so, maybe even $2,000. And honestly, to have input on this, we have spent $1,000 to $2,000 on events which we have, you know, on other events which we have not really been really successful. But either way, like, if we have the money to spend it on this, I don't see why we can't. And especially since if we're outreaching to the Laney College, to Laney College itself, yeah, I see, you know, whatever cost it ends up being, I don't see why we cannot spend it if we have it.
I know you would know this, but I just want to get some clarification. Why did you change it from gold? Because I honestly like the gold.
I do too.
I think it just makes like the sweaters and the shirts stand out. And then me trying to picture the white shirt with now maybe the black shirt with the silver might be okay because the contrast. But as far as like the white shirts and white, it looks really good with the gold verse. So do we have that option to choose between gold and silver, or is gold or silver going to be the standard?
So here's the thing, just like I stated before, I really wanted this as well too. If anything, like I'm leaving this decision up to you guys, whether it would be this color or whether it would be in silver. Like I said, I had student input. Again, we're here for students, so I did have student input. To have more representation of Laney College itself, and like you know, what if our football players or baseball team wants to buy our shirts as well too, or something like that? What if one of them ends up being with us? You know, just the silver, the image of the silver have been put just to show that representation of Laney College itself.
So they all prefer the silver one.
Some preferred silver and some preferred gold.
Okay, so just to say, if we just say you're giving us options about the color of the logo as well as the font and what we want on the shirt. You're giving us that option.
And also, the reason we brought it up to a meeting, we were talking about this at a meeting like last week, and there were some concerns with that this right here, that the colors of Laney are green, like silver or gray, and there's not really gold anywhere in the Laney colors. That's why I actually do agree this does stand out more. And he brought up it stand out on the pin, it doesn't stand out on the pin, but I mean there was some concerns like it doesn't represent, you know, like, stuff like that. So that was really the only thing. And then this right here, this is cool. I mean I would like to see what it would look like with this maybe being green and not at all being silver, more green.
Actually, is there any possibility of mixing up like the silver and gold?
Actually,
Can you Crystal, ask a question, John Michael, then you.
I really can. I had in mind of maybe putting the eagle in gold and the stars in gold, and then leaving the letters in silver. But I will state this is that as much more time as we take on with this, man, I really wanted to get this finished over with within this semester. So by our next club rush, since our first club rush was an epic failure, and I will vouch for myself for that, I take myself in chair of like in that failure. But yeah, I would if we were to have these shirts by then, it would be totally awesome just to, you know, let our campus know that student government does exist and that Team Laney does exist. And I really want to move as fast as I can with this matter at the office. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Give me a minute. But yeah, pretty much I want to move on so as forward with this possible. If you guys want me to switch around, give more different examples, I can do that. It is going to take time. The student that does create these, that has created these whole models for us, is a student as well, and he works as well outside of school. So yeah, it takes time, just as much as it took time to get this done. I'm just emphasizing that.
John Michael and Justin, then we'll just go somewhere else.
I really want to see some more examples of logos, and I'm not trying to work with anybody, but we have a whole campus here, people who have talent and skills to do stuff like this. I'm sure if we put ourselves out there, and they will like try to contribute. But I know it's challenging, it's time consuming to do this kind of work, so I understand that, but I don't think we should make quick approval of this logo just yet, because I think we need to put more minds into it, and definitely like developing more to make sure it's 100%.
And as far as color schemes go, I think both versions should be implemented, whether it be, the decision would either be half of them would be one color, and half be the other, or they can be both be implemented into the same thing. Like for example, the T-shirts, this is the front, this is the back. And the front can be one color theme, and the back can be of the other color theme.
That's an option. So just to address some concerns, you said you want more options. We got two graphic artists. Lisi is one of them. He made this. Sophia is the other. She's working on a logo too. So if you like another option, she can provide you with a logo maybe, and then hopefully at the next meeting. If you're not happy about this one, Justin, you're right. This could maybe we could implement both. Maybe we could use this for our pins. Pins. Maybe we could use this for shirts. We could. I don't know. You just But obviously, it seems like there's more conversation that's needed. So we can continue talking about this later maybe. But I will ask Miguel to still move forward with getting both in places. I don't think you don't need it approved. You don't have to get a shirt made. You can just show them what show them your work. So you can go get your, you can just still get a quote, still move forward.
I'll have quotes by next week.
Thank you.
Is it appropriate for the secretary to do a contract?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying that's one thing.
So, anybody like to make a motion or can roll on?
Motion to postpone approval of the ASLC apparel, the ASLC apparel to next week.
Is there a second?
Second.
Moved by Alfonso, second by Shamaya. Shamaya, right?
Shamaya.
Okay, I gotta get it. Alfonso, Shamaya. Any discussion about postponing to next week? Any objections to postponing to next week?
I object. Yeah.
So roll call vote, item number 7. Rodney?
Yes.
And just to be clear, let me restate the motion. The motion is to postpone until next week. So you say yes?
Yes.
Inez?
Yes.
Shamaya?
Yes.